viewers, I'm Advocate K. Rawat from Lexis & Company. Today we want to talk about doctrine of pith and substance. So starting from the introduction part, the doctrine of pith and substance states that if the substance of legislation falls within a legislature's lawful power, the legislation does not become unconstitutional just because it impacts an issue beyond its area of authority. True nature and character is what the phrase pith and substance signifies. The infringement of the constitutional delimation of legislative powers in a federal state is the subject of this concept. The court uses it to determine whether the claimed intrusion is just incidental or significant. Thus, the pith and substance concept holds that the challenged statute is fundamentally within the legislative competence of the legislature that enacted it, but only incidentally encroaches or the legislative field is another legislature. The present article discusses the doctrine majorly highlighting the same on how the Indian Constitution has perceived this doctrine. Evolution of doctrine of pith and substance. The Canadian Constitution, inspired by the doctrine of pith and substance, the country of Canada is divided into two parts, namely the Dominion and the provinces. In order to divide the powers of the Dominion and provinces, the farmers of the Canadian Constitution inserted two separate lists of the Constitution. That is section 69 of the Canadian Constitution, which was first established in 1857 as the British North America Act, separated the power delegated to the Dominion from those delegated to the provinces. Furthermore, section 91 and section 92 of the Constitution of 1867 define the Dominions and the provinces' exclusive rights. The origin of this doctrine can be traced back to the case of Cushing versus Dupuy in the year 1880 in Canada, and it has since separated to India, where it is firmly supported by Article 246 of the Indian Constitution and the 7th Schedule, through which the Constitution of India divides the scope of legislative powers between the centre and the states. The Union, State and concurrent list of Indian Constitution make up this schedule. While the term pith implies genuine nature of the essence of anything, substance indicates the most important or vital aspect of something to break down the concept of its molecular meaning. The state and union legislatures are made supreme within their respective areas, and they should not intrude on the sphere delimited for the other according to the doctrine of interpretation. I hope you are pretty much clear with the doctrine of pith and substance. If not, so then do let me know in the comment section regarding all your doubts and queries. I'll take up all your doubts and queries related to this particular session in my next video. I'll see you guys super soon in my next video with some other legal topic. Till then, take care of yourself.